Good evening and welcome to AFLNT's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League. This is round 9 action tonight. It's Indigenous round in the NTFL, time to honour the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander players and officials who've shaped and enriched our game for generations. And the game tonight, of course, is the Darwin Buffaloes taking on the Palmerston Magpies. My name's Stu Davis. I'm joined in commentary tonight by Will Zwar. Good evening, Will.
Good evening, Stu. Great to be here. Interesting game ahead. We know that Darwin Buffaloes had not necessarily a surprising start to the season given the opposition they were playing against, but they started with 2 wins, which is a long way from where they've been in the last couple of years, and since then it's all somewhat fallen apart. They haven't really looked like they've met the same heights. Meanwhile, Palmerston looking for their first win, so it seems like it's a little bit of a square ledger heading into this round 9 clash. Yeah,
one of those wins, of course, for Buffaloes was against Palmerston earlier in the season out at Kazali's Arena, and these two teams really building a rivalry, aren't they? They're now the 2 Palmerston-based teams in the competition, so yeah, looking for bragging rights tonight as we're underway in the middle of the ground.
Comes out to Menchie, gets the first disposal of the game, and now Locke, in fact he overruns it, will come back through now, and the Buffaloes move down the line, looking for Locke on that far wing, but it bounces over and for a boundary throw. In fact, it'll be a free kick going the way of the Magpies. Wilson with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, Goy Locke, an interesting inclusion for Buffaloes. He actually has played a couple of games for them, 1 game a season over previous years, so they'll be hoping he's here for a longer stay this time.
Now, picked up there again by Mench. He gets it back, already raking up the disposals, playing against his old club. He's played for both these clubs in the NTFL. Good kick to half forward, rolling around, looking out into that pocket. Fist comes through. Running through there was Fletcher. Stokes with the player on his back and the ball not in his hand, appealing for something. Kick comes out onto the near side wing, and that's a good mark there taken by Gooey. Goes a short one to his captain there in Jared Stokes.
Yeah, Jared Stokes back in after missing a couple. Not sure what the issue was, but he'd be welcome back, that's for sure.
And now Locke takes the mark in the middle of the ground. Looks a little bit awkward there, but a kick goes inside the forward 50 from Deans. Tap down. Handball, no, wrapped up there. I think that was Gooey again. Got a handball out as he hit the deck. Just trying to muscle their way through. Gooey picks it up again. No. Kick comes out looking for Wilson. They can steady here. Gets a handball out wide. Opts not to steady. Here's Davey, 1 of 4 out there tonight. Goes to Wilson. And then now with Rust. That's a good kick and a good mark taken there by Perry Lewis-Smith. Pushes it across to Liam Kavanagh on that far side. Thought that Munich would have taken the mark there, but bounced off his chest. Now in there's Riley. He has to handball it back, looking for Parsons. Now finds Stokes in the middle of the ground. Umpire calls play on. Took a few steps there, looking for a target, and finds him with ease. A little bit too far out for goal here is Hucker. Not a great kick, and it comes off the hands there of Bremner. And looks like it'll be kicked. And that's from Davey to Davey. Now down the line in the hands of Wilson Fletcher. He now comes in to Perry Lewis-Smith again. Looks like he's got the jumper tucked in there. Not really a common fashion trait these days, is it, Stu?
Certainly not up here, it's not. But I like it. I like it.
Keeps things clean. We'll wonder how long it'll stay tucked in for.
Yeah, Perry Lewis-Smith has previously played for Palmerston in the 23-24 season. Good to see him back in black and white colours up here.
Tap down, gets in the hands there of Barnett, albeit for a millisecond, then pops out, still in dispute. Riley now inside the forward 50 for the Magpies in his defensive 50. Mensch, oh, that's come off a boot there of Hucker. I think it's just rolled along the boundary line, so it will just be a throw-in. Coach Tyrrell just directing the traffic from the boundary line today.
Interesting.
I think Shannon Rusker was boundary side as well. It looks like his counterpart, and Asley Crossman was coaching from the box. Stokes picks it up, looking to turn and go pretty quickly again through Hucker. Looking for Warner. Picked up by Davey for Jaden Variety. Looks for a switch kick and settle to Rust. Now looking out to Munich. And he's got to play all by himself in Perry Lewis-Smith if he can go to him. That's where he goes now. They might catch him on the overlap here. Pushes it forward to Barnett. He has to work hard. And now, oh, that's a decent kick. Just a little bit of interruption there. Comes down and a mark taken by Blake Morrison. Stokes now with ball in hand. Already a few disposals to his name as well, Stu.
Yeah, the game's really being played in the centre portion of the ground, isn't it? No one had an opportunity to score yet, and once again it's rebounded off half-back by Palmerston, but nowhere to go.
Davey with a quick little 1-2, and then he pushes it to Frith, who just gets it away in time. Now with Wilson. He's looking for Waylon Davey. Too far out to score, you'd think. Loads up, though. That's a good kick to the top of the square, and it's marked on the last line by Deans. Not sure if that was quite the right move there, Stu.
Well, he was looking inboard, but nothing opened up for him, so in the end he just kicked it as hard and long as he could into the goal square, but Buffaloes were set up behind it well enough.
Picked up there on the intercept. Palmerston move inside the forward 50. Oh, good strong tackle there. It's come in from Morgan Morris. And then Bremner got it wide to Wise. Look back through Kavanagh. Inside forward 50 he goes. Couldn't find a target. Didn't have enough pep on that kick, and Stokes will get it out again. Through the assistants, they move to half forward. Atkinson was favoured, but Davey just proves his speed. He comes out to Elijah Davey, so 2 of the 4 combining there.
Poor old Chris Atkinson looked like he was standing still, didn't he?
He did. And I think Davey would have had a few more gears to go up as well if he needed to. Now picked up by Fox, tried to anyway. Fair bit of pressure so far, 7 minutes in, and we haven't really had a shot on goal. Barely had any inside 50s.
Yeah, exactly. It's been amazing. Just the players from both sides getting behind the ball and stopping scoring rather than trying to score at the moment.
Picked up there by the Buffs. They get a kick forward, but there's a few players in the hole, and it's taken by Kavanagh. He goes to Mensch. Again, the kick just not really hitting the target there. I don't know if they're not quite inflated, but it feels like a lot of these kicks, Stu, are falling well short.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier.
Comes off hands. Maybe this is an opportunity. Locke bounces off his chest. Tries to get it out. He does get it out. Now it's with Watts. And that kick is well wide. Goes over the boundary line. How's it going to be seen? Boundary throw in.
Palmerston looking for the insufficient intent free kick there, but not paid on that occasion. Ball just about at half forward for Palmy.
Williams trying to get involved. Just came on the bench a short time ago. Had a quick little handshake with his former teammate Ryan Wharf. Inside 50. The Buffs try again, looking for Warner. Oh, there's a little bit of a wrestle off the ball there. Both sort of holding each other there. I reckon Kian Ellis has done very well not to give away a free kick, but also to stop his opponent getting the ball.
Yeah, great contest, one-on-one, wasn't it? And certainly Palmerston didn't want it to come out in the Darwin forward area, but yeah, terrific effort to hold it up.
Locke works it back through traffic, and it's wrapped up. We'll have a ball up just on the top of the forward 50. Williams taps it down. McBean, bounces over. Here comes Warner. He snaps on goal. Loves that one as soon as he kicked it, and opens the account for the Buffaloes. The first goal of the day.
Yeah, good open deep forward area for Buffs then. The ball up just inside the forward 50, and quick disposal forward gave the forwards a chance, and Jesse Warner made no mistake with the hook over the shoulder. Have a look at the replay here, and yeah, just quick ball movement caught the Palmerston defence out that time. So the first goal of the game, and after it was clogged up so much, I think they finally worked out that if we move it quickly, we'll give our forwards a chance.
So that goal, nearly 10 minutes. We've just ticked over 10 minutes now, Stu, and we've only had the one score.
Incredible.
Could be one of those days. Picking it up out of the middle, Palmerston look keen to have some attack and impact on the scoreboard here. Running through, this is Elijah Davey. Not a good kick-off into the forward 50. Stokes will take the mark there. Now pushes it out wide, looking for Locke. Wharf puts on some contact. There's 3 Magpies there. They should make the most of this. Just get away with it now. Davey getting involved again. He pushes it over the top. Wharf, big strong contest there.
She almost looked like it could have been a head clash, didn't it? But both players hard at the footy. Good wrap-up tackle by Wharf.
Taken out there by Spencer Fox. Well wide, and it's out on bounds on the full.
Yeah, Bradley Stokes, the ball will have to come back for him to take the kick from outside the boundary line. So, yeah. Buffaloes with the score on the board just settling now, and Jared Stokes is racking them up already. And a 50-metre penalty to go with it, so he's a crucial player to Darwin Buffalo's chances, and no coincidence that they've struggled the last couple of games without him in the side.
So Stokes from too far out to score, pushes it across the fat side. It's floated with the wind, and Fox will run onto it in the back flank. Got a handball to a teammate under pressure. Now Davey breaks through one. Intercepted, kick goes inside the forward 50, looking for Warner again. Comes off his hand, spills over, ball still alive. Wolf will pick it up. Davey to Wharf, who kept running. His kick smothered and intercepted. Kicked, there's a couple of Buffaloes all by themselves in the pocket. Running around here, snapping on goal, and that's across the face there. That would have been a pretty handy effort from Jake Deans, but wasn't to be.
Would have been a pretty handy effort. He had no hesitation, didn't look at other options, slammed it on the boot, and across the face, but he's a good big presence for them up forward.
Probably had a little bit more time as well. And that one's intercepted there by Deans. So 2 of them out there today, Nathan and Jake. Here's Nathan. Into the centre corridor he goes.
Oh, great mark by Locke, just in the middle of the pack there, probably at the front of the pack, but there looked to be arms everywhere, and Locke just stuck his up and the ball stuck, and he has a set shot from 20 metres out directly in front. Goy Locke, he's got plenty of VFL and SANFL experience, most recently with Nord in the SANFL, so a really handy inclusion for the Buffaloes tonight.
Loves it straight off the boot, and he's very happy with that. They extend their margin to 12 points.
Yeah, again, a quick entry and direct, and had the marking power up forward there. As we look at the replay of the kick coming in from Deans, just hit it to the hot spot, and yeah, Gox basically in the middle of the pack there, but the only one that got his hands to the ball and clunked the mark was you see Liam Kavanagh there remonstrating with the umpire, but I don't think he had too much of an argument. It was a clean mark, and another good goal to the Buffaloes. So Palmerston had a bit of the footy, but just struggled when they're trying to kick inside forward 50. The kicks have been poor and haven't given their forwards a chance.
They have sort of struggled the last couple of years going inside the forward 50, I think purely because they've had Waylon Davey, who's he's solid enough, but they don't really have, I guess, a forward with a lot of senior experience behind them. And it sort of seems evident today as well. They look a bit absent going forward. Stokes, he comes out of the middle now, inside the forward 50 he goes. McBean, he paddles it forward. Picked up by Gooey, snapped towards goal, touched off the boot.
Yeah, quick snap, but Darwin starting to dominate the forward entries now, and Palmerston just struggling to get their hands on the ball, so chance to set up from the kick in here. But there's a big pack of players that's wandering over in the direction that this one's going to go.
Davey down the line. Oh, good mark there from Kavanagh. Finds the target in the middle of the ground. And then Frith keeps going to Wharf on. They've got Davey out on the far side. If they can get to him. Not a good kick in the end. It's turned over. No, Stokes spilt it. Davey picks it up, gets through one, handballs it to advantage. There's a few Magpies there. If they can work together, a hack off the ground will come. Fox will have to work for it. Davey puts a tackle on, comes back to the other Davey, and now Mensch snaps it through. Comes off hands. There's too many Davies out there, Stu.
Yeah, that's right. And all starting to get into the action a bit, but that was a bit of a disappointing kick from Mensch. A player of his experience just didn't get the elevation on it, so he was able to be touched on the line.
Coming out now looking for Atkinson. Always put some body contact on Fox there. Stokes taking the ground without it. And that's going to be a free kick going his way.
Yeah, just bursting through and didn't really take possession and got tackled to the ground. So Stokes for another possession here and uses it well, as he usually does.
Here's Deans. He gets it very high. Kavanagh's at the fall of that. You'd expect him to take that. In fact, it goes over his head, so misread it a little bit. Jaden Davey takes that one. That one's late whistle for the mark there. I think sort of caused a bit of hesitation in the play. Davey will get another one too. So Jaden Davey at the moment is probably the hottest recipient of the footy in terms of the Davey brothers and the Davey family out there.
Going to get it again here, I think, as it comes across. But yeah, he's playing that role in defence, isn't he? Trying to distribute out of the back half. But again, the kick's just short, but they've got a chance to move it forward through the hands now.
Fox to Fox. And then Rosengram inside the forward 50. Running onto it, Sean Wilson. Can the captain put them on the board? Bradley Stokes, Waylon Davey trying to intercept it there. Coming through as well, douse it. And now Waylon Davey putting on chase. They're going out that far side. Alwyn Davey now has to fight with Deshaun Wright. Kavanagh will pick it up. Paddles it out. And then goes through to Rust. And then Perry Lewis-Smith again works down the line. Jumper still tucked in, Stu.
Yeah, still working hard.
Barnett inside the forward 50 now. Or Davey at the fall of it.
Oh.
Ball just sort of popped out. Kick goes towards goal. And I think it's through for a point.
Yeah, just missed to the right-hand side, but that was a bit more promising from Palmerston, although they're still struggling to hit targets going forward.
Stokes takes the mark at centre half back on the kick in, pushes it out wide looking for Deans, who take it and go without really breaking stride. Then comes off to Connacht now, looking for Locke. Kavanagh, oh, he's been really good so far. I think he, interesting to see his experience, but just the way he plays, it's looking like he's a bit more comfortable out there and sort of understanding the structures that Coach Till's trying to implement. Now at half forward, Magpies go inside their forward 50, and that's a pretty rubbish kick inside.
Yeah, Liam Kavanagh on NTFL debut tonight for Palmerston. He's played most of his football at Strathmore in the Essendon District Football League. So obviously someone that I've been directed to recruit to the Magpies, and is standing up well across half-back so far.
50-metre penalty will go the way of the Buffaloes here. Take him just forward of centre. In fact, it's a pretty big 50. It's taking him to the paint of the top of the centre square. No one on the mark. Now going on the mark. Or played on Davies, put a tackle on straight away. But the kick gets through to Lachlan Riley.
It was an amazing kick by Stokes under plenty of pressure. Davey was alert to the wraparound hand pass and was right on his tail, but despite the pressure he put on, kick from Stokes was a ripper.
So in comes Riley from the paint of 50.
That's a good strike.
Well, that's a really good kick, and that's through for a goal. And they get their third, so up to a 19-point lead now. The Buffaloes leading Palmerston as we tick towards the 21st minute of this first quarter. You're watching AFL&T's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL season, live on NT News and Community TV.
Yeah, Darwin just looking a bit tidier with their disposal at the moment. We've mentioned it a few times, but that's the kicking particularly is really letting Palmerston down and causing turnovers, and then when they do move it quickly inside forward 50, they give their forwards every chance. And Jared Stokes is busy around the middle of the ground, as we always expect, and hit the target magnificently then, and that was a great set shot goal from 50.
Back in the middle of the ground now. In fact, that's an 18-point margin in favour of the Buffaloes. Ooh, decent fly there from Watts on half back. Couldn't take the mark in the end. Gooey wrapped up. Ball pops up for Deans. He's shoved aside as well. Lock. High contact. Player in question there. I think it might have been
Rosenberg.
Rosenberg. Rosengram. He's just sort of almost dropped the legs at the wrong time. I don't think there was any intention to get a duck in there, but it was a high contact free kick nonetheless. Buffalo's on half back now.
Yeah, free kick out there, and they look to build against Stokes. He's just resting forward, has worked his way up to the middle of the ground. Kick just falls short, and Kavanagh involved again, but strong tackle, and it'll be another stoppage.
Hutchison wrapped up there. He's been a pretty solid contributor so far for them this season.
Yeah, he's had some good touches tonight as well on that outer side.
Paddled forward there, and then Dylan Wise, he tries to work it forward. Possibly could have been a mark there from Darcy McGregor. He went with what looked like a double fist. And Wilson now on the turnover gets it to Mensch. Handball will go back inboard, but no one's there. Now comes from Perry Lewis-Smith backwards again to Rosengram. Out wide he goes to Wilson, goes through his hands. He'd be disappointed with that as it spills out and goes over the boundary line.
I think it might have been over the line anyway, so out on the full and helps bring it back in. Hutchison again.
And Stokes takes the mark as the quarter-time siren goes. An 18-point margin in favour of the Buffaloes here, Stu.
Yeah, real arm wrestle for the first 7 or 8 minutes, wasn't it? The game played between the two forward 50 arcs for most of that time, but then Darwin just able to break it open by some quick ball movement and long and direct kicking and a couple of good marks and good finishes. Jesse Warner, of course, getting that first goal, and we saw the strong mark and goal from Goy Lock, and then Lockie Riley, that terrific set shot goal from 50 metres, and they've opened up a 3-goal lead. And there's Palmerston is showing enough to show that they're in the game, but they really need to tidy up their connection going forward. So there it is at quarter time from TIO Stadium. It's the Darwin Buffaloes by 18 points. We'll be back after the quarter time break.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory, we're here when you need us most. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, up. Bring it back, bring it back.
Top End Footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End Footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to TIO Stadium for the second quarter of this round 9 clash in the 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League competition. It's the clash between the Palmerston residents, the Darwin Buffaloes, and the Palmerston Magpies, and it's the Buffaloes who've had the best of it in the first quarter, scoring the only 3 goals of the game and taking an 18-point lead into the second quarter. I'm Stu Davis, and Wills Wale will get us underway.
In the middle, Deans gets the tap down, and then Fox, his counterpart in the ruck, sort of got the first possession. No clearance will come from that. He's ping-folding the ball, and it will be a free kick going the way of the Buffaloes. Ball in the hands here of Riley. Kicked a really good goal from the top of 50 in that first quarter. His kick out wide comes to Cassian Sambono. Turns his opponent inside out. Takes a breath and then kicks inboard. Can't find a target, and Mensch is there to Crumb. Goes to high half forward. He's looking for Davey. Oh, that's a big, strong tackle there from Fletcher. Davey now gets a handball out wide, looking for Mensch. Well, that's a good kick inboard to Wilson. Couldn't take the mark, a little bit, maybe too much on at that time. And now getting out of it, the defensive 50. Buffalo's trying to make that work. Bounces off the boot there of Wise. Now to Mensch. His kick will come off the ground. Comes to Fox on a half volley, and somehow Pingfa holding the ball there. Didn't really have a lot of possession on it, but umpires called it.
Yeah, tried to fend off, and ball slipped out, so free kick went their way.
Davey almost held up. Now comes out to Kavanagh. Comes back in. I think this is Wise again. Kavanagh tries to fend off Stokes. He's pinged. That's that same free kick against you.
Yeah, just kept wrapping themselves into trouble, didn't they? And the Darwin players just closed in and closed in.
Davey on half back now. That's Jaden. Now with Perry Lewis-Smith. Bit of a tongue twister, that one. Now finds Bradley Stokes. Inside the forward 50 he goes, and that's a good mark to Gooey. Wharf just a little bit too far behind him. Top of the 50 to the top of the square, intercepted by Davey, and he pushes it out to his twin Jaden now. This is Alwyn now with it on the wing. Picks it up and he kicks it across, finding Fox. Inboard he goes to Wilson. Not to be. Taking it really quickly is Morrison from half back. Gets a handball over the top into space. There's 3 Buffaloes there. Connor, his handball I think was intercepted, or there was a finger got into it in any case. And now comes back to Deans. Pushes it across half back to Stokes. Now he goes to Goy Lock, high half forward. Feel like he's going to open up and just try and launch it to the top of the square. There's no one at the top of the square though. So he has to sort of pitch it over into the pocket. And now it's with Warner, who's beaten Ellis to the ball. Oh, gee, that's an ambitious snap. It goes across the face. Didn't come off his boot right. Going in for the fly was Hucker. He couldn't take the mark. McBean is taken to ground without the ball. It'll be a free kick advantage paid, and the goal goes through.
Yeah, it's Hucker who's picked it up and put it through. So first goal of the second quarter goes to the Buffaloes, but Palmerston have had some chances going forward, haven't they? And twice, unfortunately, Sean Wilson spilt marks when they looked like they were streaming into half forward and opportunities. But you see here that, just held onto the tackle too long, and Hucker picked it up and banged it through. So, yeah, they've, again, it's Palmerston's lack of connection going inside forward 50 and ball skills letting them down, and Darwin making them pay at the other end.
In the middle of the ground now. Suddenly it's jumped out to a 30-point lead. That doesn't seem right. I think it's a 24-point lead at this stage. Just 4 goals. And Palmerston again have moved forward. Can they make anything of this? intercepting there, or comes off Mensch's hands. Can he take a couple of bites of the cherry? No, he can't. But now Munich gets it into the forward pocket. Kick goes to the top of the square. This is promising. Comes off hands, bounces into the post, and through for a behind. Bradley Stokes from fullback. Looking out wide. Oh, big clash. I think that's Falcon, the pair of them out there. Morrison and Barnett, I think it was. And finally, the Magpies get a shot on goal.
They do, and the mark taken running in by Wilson Fletcher, I think it is, yeah. And don't think he was the intended target. The kick was just a bit heavy, but Fletcher was alert to it, got in behind over the top and takes the mark and gives himself a chance to score from a set shot. It's disappointing. He's just leaned back on that one, hasn't he, and squirted it off to the right. So their first set shot chance, and it goes begging through for behind, but they need to work hard to lock it in here now.
Stokes from fullback again. Oh, that's a well wide kick. He's hooked it too much, and that's out on the full. Magpies with another opportunity to load up and impact that scoreboard. It's a good kick.
It's a good kick. They did well to create the space there, and the kick from Kavanagh just made Rosengren run onto it and took the sliding mark. So it's Jordan Rosengren. It's his NTFL debut tonight as well. Plays with the Golden Square in the Strong Bendigo League.
One's a little bit wayward, but
yeah.
Good mark there in the pocket. Has gone to Harper Fox.
Yeah, the two Fox boys are pretty handy recruits for Palmerston this year. But he really needs to convert this one. And
happy
he does.
With that.
Yeah, really happy with that. He does convert the left footer, and it was just a big clunk, wasn't it? Snatched it out of the air and went back and scored the set shot goal. So that'll settle them down a bit. They've been working hard. We've noticed Baxter Mensch particularly looks really energetic around the ball, trying to get his team going. But that's the first success they've had going forward, and yeah, hopefully that gives them a bit of confidence to roll on.
Sometimes all you need is just to get that first goal, Stu, and as you said, if that can get them going, I think Coach Chill will be pretty happy. They did look a little bit uncertain, I guess, moving forward, and I don't know if blind is the right word, but I'm unsure of where to kick it, and I think if they can just get the ball in the hands of that experience where it is around the ground, will do them well. Now Spencer Fox in the ruck getting the tap down, although Hutchison there to rove it. Big strong tackle from Wilson. Ball still in dispute.
It was good by Wilson, because disposal there and Darwin were out.
Riley kicks it high. I don't think that'll go
anywhere.
It went about 15 centimetres, let alone 15 metres. And then Connaught wrapped up, nearly went to free. He probably went about 360 degrees total, but it was one way, then it was back the other way. Now comes out to Hucker. Inside the forward 50, he goes, beats the contest. McBean there on Rust, and Davies there again to clean up. Gets a little chip forward.
Yeah, to smart kick. Smart kick. Didn't have much else on offer, and got it out in front of Frith.
Mensch gets a handball wide. Here come the Magpies. Kick is looking forward now for Perry Lewis-Smith, but it's good work from the Buffaloes defender in Bradley Stokes. Now comes up to centre half back, marked by Hutchison over the top. He goes to Riley. Looking out wide. Hucker will get a quick 1-2 with Williams. Oh, he's done very well there. Run into trouble though with Kavanagh. Umpire calls play on. Williams will go check side, looking for a target inside the forward 50. Bounces into Davies' hands and then bounces out. Williams maybe copped high there. Umpire is going to pay a free kick going the way of the Buffaloes. And it's going to be 50.
I'm not sure what the 50 was for, but there was a little bit of confusion about what the decision was going to be, and in the end it's cost Palmerston the free kick and the meterage right down to the goal line. Chris Williams, of course, someone who's played for both of these clubs and getting into veteran status these days, but gets himself a goal.
Margin back out to 22 points, 5-2-32 to the Magpies, 1-4-10. You look at that, it's only 7 scoring shots to 5, but I think the Magpies have only really had the 2 shots on goal. The other 3 have been rushed through, so really struggling for those forward 50 entries.
Yeah, they are, and if it wasn't for the work of Jaden Davey in the back half, they'd probably be in a lot more trouble as well. But just look across that Palmerston defence, and we noted when they ran out they're pretty young, but haven't got a lot of height in defence either.
So Perry Lewis-Smith with the clearance working forward now. One really flew for the Magpies. Waylon Davey was waiting to crumb front and centre, went beyond him. Perry Lewis-Smith again with a clearing kick, and now picked up by Sam Bono again, pushing out wide to right. Takes a mark.
Good work by Sam Bono there. Just scouted around the back and used the ball well.
Well-weighted kick, although Stokes was held up. And gives away a free kick for an incorrect disposal. Magpies with an opportunity here, going to Davey in full forward. And intercepted by Bradley Stokes. In fact, it's... No, play on. Right, out that far side, down the line. Now with Mensch. Marty Parsons to Stokes, who takes a bounce. Gets a handball over the top now with Hucker. And to Williams, he'll keep running onto it. That ball's gone out of bounds, tried to fool us all, but the umpire couldn't be fooled.
Yeah, it was a good passage of play by Buffalo's going forward. Just unfortunate that Williams wasn't able to get to it before it crossed the line. But yeah, they just looked more dangerous going forward all night, the Buffaloes.
Ball's tapped down. And then paddleball seems to be played. Now comes through Hucker. Try to get through one. Got a handball to Gooey. Gooey's got a few to beat. And high contact there from Declan Barnett.
Trying to argue his case there that he was ducking down, but onus is on the tackler really. But yeah, Gooey has been pretty busy. First year player for the Buffaloes.
Looking to visualise the goals there. Took a deep breath, and that one's well wide, through for a behind. 23-point margin here at TIO Stadium. As Bremner plays on from fullback, comes out looking for Ellis. Needs to be careful here. Ellis, well, they get out of danger there, but they turn it over on the wing. Now with Parsons again. Goes back to Deans. Good kick long down the line. Comes off hands. And then Watts comes out now to Lock. On his left. Atkinson just fists it back inside to McBean. Few Magpies around him. Oh, they just play battle ball with their feet that time.
Yeah, they butchered it a bit, didn't they? They had plenty of numbers around it. Just needed someone to pick it up cleanly and get it out. I mentioned Jaden Davey in the back half, but of course Liam Kavanagh has been really strong for them as well. So shouldn't forget to mention him.
Mark taken, or in fact the ball just taken there rather by Alwyn Davey. Kick long down the line. Jake Deans with the ball now. He pushes it back inside the forward 50. This comes through from Fox.
Yeah. Darwin really setting up well behind the ball, aren't they? Whether that's deep in their defensive 50 or like now when the ball's in their forward half, setting up across the centre here. And Palmerston just blasting the ball out of defence on most occasions, and Darwin just there to tidy it up every time and send it back.
Taken to ground.
Vigorous tackle. All clear though.
Davey paddles it to his own advantage. Very wide though. Oh, he's almost paddled that back into the face of McGregor, and it's gone out over the boundary line.
Yeah, just trying a bit of magic there, but ricocheted over the boundary line. We'll see now. Palmerston have only got a couple of players forward of the ball, and Darwin have got a couple of extras, so if they do win the stoppage here, there's not much to go to.
Back for a traffic, Riley. He's got a few to beat, gets a handball away. Looking for McBean. Comes off hands. Ooh. A little bit of a friendly banter there. No, free kick's been given away in that as well. Will go the way of Elijah Davey against Blake Morrison.
Yeah, just took a bit of exception to some attention. It was probably unnecessary, and good work by umpire Sam Cunningham just to put a lid on that sort of thing early.
Handball comes out to Deans. Pushes it across. Good switch there, although there's just white shorts on that far side. Not what he wants to see. Kicks it long, looking for Warner. He needs to take it. Getting in front, though, and doing very well was Ellis. Oh, he got an arm around the neck of Morrison. Knows exactly what he's done as soon as he's done it, I think. Bit of frustration in him there.
You just saw again when Palmerston went forward, got it to half forward. Buffaloes had big outnumbers down there.
Marked by Kavanagh.
Good.
Now comes to Jaden Davey. To Alwyn Davey. Will remain confusing all night, I fear, Stu.
That's right.
Kavanagh gets it back. Through the hands of the defender. They're trying to just get the ball inside their forward half. And Buffaloes make pretty easy work of it. Mark taken by Hucker. Kicked a pretty clever goal earlier in this quarter. Ball spills out over the boundary line as we hit the 18-minute mark.
Yeah, good defensive work again, but just see going forward. Darwin's forward 50 a lot more open, gives them more opportunities to find a target, get a score on the board. Whereas Deans in particular across half-back for Darwin is doing a terrific job, but they're getting plenty of numbers back. It's very difficult for Palmerston going forward.
Umpire pings him for holding the ball, and Stokes will have a shot on goal from, oh, you'd think just on the paint when he gets onto it here.
Yeah, just trying to break through the tackle, and you know how strong Jared Stokes is. He'll take his best, but he's a thumping kick.
Almost back him more if he was on the run. Wonder if he'll try and build up some speed as he approaches the kick. It's wide, through for a point. That makes it an even 4 goals. 5 goals for 34. The Buffaloes leading Palmerston Magpies 1-4-10. Davey again to do kick-out duties. Pushes that one to Ellis. That's a good kick. Now looks like he's going to try and go for the run of Wilson. Davey was there front and centre. Paddles it to advantage, almost taken out by Deans. Or Davey just gives him a little bit of a sharpie.
I think it looked a little bit worse than it was. The free kick's going to be paid. It's unnecessary anyway. It's a bit of push and shove. And Deans has been good.
Now off to Locke. Oh, mistimely error.
Oh,
Magpies, you think you're going to make the most of this? Fletcher, just through the wrong side of the post. He had an opportunity earlier as well to kick that behind.
Yeah, just couldn't take the ball in his hands, could he? And in the end, kicked it out of the air and hoped that it'd keep on line, but unfortunately for Palmerston, it didn't.
Locke pokes it out into the back pocket. Pye tells him to get a move along. Now finds Humphrey in the back flank, donning the helmet tonight. He goes down the line. Beats everyone, the kick. Now comes back to Kavanagh. He pushes it to Wilson. Oh, was that hit the deck early? No. Mark paid. He's got numbers on this outside if he can get to them. Wharf is one of them. He does push it out to this pocket. Gee, Wharf might end up with this one. Can't take the mark. Thought he was nearly going to get a couple of bites of cherry, but there might have been a hand in there from someone else, and Locke just gets it out of there. Magpies can reload, though. They've got numbers. They'll come out now here to Bremner. I think he'll go shorter again. Finds Rust. And then that's wide, but it's a mark there to Davey of the Elijah variety. And he's very, very wide. A decent way out. I'm not sure if this is within his range, Stu.
No, look at all those blue jumpers pushing back. It's not much movement up forward. They all just want him to bomb it in. That's what he's going to have to do now.
So from the paint, he kicks it. Oh, that's a good-looking kick. Has he got enough on it? Comes off hands and through for a point.
Yeah, that was always going to be the problem, wasn't it? Getting the distance from outside 50 there deep, but yeah, they just needed to be a bit more energetic with some movement in the forward line. Even if it doesn't get used, it can open up some spaces.
And as we approach half-time, you're watching AFL&T's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL season live on NT News and Community TV. Kick-out comes to Locke, who is probably one of the few players on the ground, Stu, who you feel could really, I guess, spice this up and break the game open. Meanwhile, down the other end...
yeah.
Speaking of breaking the game open, Heath Morgan-Morris, good intercept there, struck straight away and puts through Palmerston's second goal.
Well, just pounced on an opportunity that opened up for him, didn't he? His name hasn't been called much tonight, but that was a terrific finish and evens up the ledger as far as goals are concerned in this second quarter. So there probably wouldn't be too much time left in the first half, and that's a very timely goal just before the break.
Reduces the margin now to 17 points. So they've managed to get to half the score of the Buffaloes Palmerston. Again, hopefully that gives them a little bit of confidence heading into the second half. They just need to get a little bit more wind in their sail and try and open that, I guess, that scoring cap, don't they? Yeah,
that's right. But they're hanging in, aren't they? And they're actually a couple of points up for the quarter, so that's promising for them, and gives them something to go into the second half with, as long as they can hold them up here, and they can as the siren goes. So a pretty good effort in the end from Palmerston. It was goal for goal in that quarter after Darwin kicked the only 3 in the opening quarter, and yeah, some better signs for the Magpies, and our margin at 16 points at half-time gives us a real contest going into the second half. Will.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, yeah, 16-point margin, they'd be very happy with that. They could be happier, but yeah, it sort of gives them an opportunity to have some sort of impact on this game, and we know they're trying to win their first game for the season. This is probably as good as an opportunity they'll get the next few weeks, so they want to come out firing and prove to their coach that they're there for the right reasons. We'll bring you that second half in just a moment.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory, we're here when you need us most. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring him up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Top end footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Go! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top end footy. Nothing comes close.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
Welcome back to TIO Stadium for the continuation of this round 9 25-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League clash. Round 9, of course, in the NTFL this season represents Indigenous Round, a time to honour the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander players and officials who have shaped and enriched our game for generations. And tonight we're witnessing the Darwin Buffaloes taking on the Palmerston Magpies, and after Darwin kicked the opening 3 goals in the first quarter, we had a pretty even quarter, and Palmerston have given themselves some sort of chance in this game. I'm Stu Davis and I'm with Will Zwar. We'll take it away for the second half, and hopefully we see the contest continue.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an important game for the Palmerston Magpies. We know that they haven't won all year. This is a golden opportunity for them to get their first of season 25-26, but Stokes breaks away early in this third quarter. Good kick inside 50. Great mark is taken there from Lachlan Riley, and if his last shot on goal is anything to go by, this is well within his distance. Yeah, Stokes was the one that fed him on that occasion as well, but just a perfectly weighted kick, and Riley just ran onto it, fell onto it basically in the end, and
has a set shot, which is a little bit closer than his first goal.
He'll come in now. That one from just inside the paint. Not as much of a run up, and he's kicked it through, so the margin extended back out now to 22 points, 6-4-40. The Buffaloes leading Palmerston 2-6-18.
So a goal inside the first minute in this third quarter, and came from centre stoppage. As we see the replay here, the delivery from Stokes was just perfect out in front. He had pressure on him all the way from Bremner there, but Bremner had no chance of cutting that one off, and a great mark and a great finish again. So he's looks impressive kicking for goal, that's for sure.
Far cry from that first quarter when it took us 10 minutes to register just a score. That was a goal. Oh, that's a big strong tackle there from Gooey. Pinged him for holding the ball, and Gooey is showing a few glimpses throughout the season. Wheels now into that centre corridor. Oh, fist has come off. Oh, Warner, I think he's maybe given away a free kick. Umpire calls advantage down the line.
Yeah, not much of an advantage was there. The players had stopped and in the end had to hurry a kick out of defence, but got it out of the immediate danger area.
Ball thrown in. Deans contesting the ruck there. Now Fox gets a handball out to Mensch, runs back through traffic. He has Elijah Davey on in board. Instead, he goes to Wilson. It's a handball off to Mensch, who's kept running through. Needs support in the middle, though, as his kick goes to Sean Wright. Goes through the hands.
Oh.
Jared Stokes paddles it through. Here he comes. Just, a cheeky handball over the top if you don't mind. Riley tries to paddle it forward. Now comes out to Davey. Kicks it down the line looking for Elijah Davey. Locke is in the front position, and then, that's a very well paddled ball there by Declan Barnett. He's wrapped up there. Needs to be careful how he dismantles his opponent there.
Penn for holding the ball. He was trying to work the arm up high to draw the free kick, but wasn't happening.
Nearly shifts it to Stokes, who pushes it forward now to Sambono. Fist there came in from Kavanagh. Thought he maybe could have gone for the mark. Now comes to Bremner, who goes out wide, and it'll be Dowsett who pushes it out of that defensive 50.
Yeah, just a boundary throw in. Some good pressure from behind. And Wilson trying to take that mark. But, not the start that Palmerston wanted with that early goal, and they've struggled to get it forward in the ensuing 3 or 4 minutes.
Ball goes inside, forward 50 for the Buffs. They're looking pretty hungry to start this third quarter. Davey takes 2 bounces as he looks to switch by running rather than kicking, and now goes down the line this near side wing. Bounces into the forearm of Keane Ellis and then over the boundary line. In fact, I think it was Owen Frith. No, it was Keane Ellis there.
Yeah, he tried to trap it with his foot on the half volley, but just flicked up into his arm and over the boundary line.
Boundary throw in forward of the wing for the Buffaloes. Fox flew in front. Stokes got it out to Stokes and then to Humphrey. He's tackled as he got rid of the ball. Kick marked by Jaden Davey on half back. Be very surprised if he didn't have most disposals on the ground. And now it's come through to Perry Lewis-Smith inside the forward 50. He goes to a one-on-one contest. Fox was trying to paddle it to himself, kept it alive. Well, they could be away here. Dowsett puts a tackle on now. Ball pops out and over the boundary line.
Free kick, yeah.
And it'll be a free kick, tight angle.
Yeah, it was better by Palmerston, wasn't it? Although the kick in still wasn't great, it was they got it in quickly into the one-on-one and gave themselves a chance, and then when the ball spilled out, put the pressure on and earned themselves a free kick. So it's a chance for Declan Barnett from out wide, but just overcooked it a bit, dragged it back too far and threw for a behind, unfortunately. Now they have to work defensively to try and hold it in.
Stokes will be kicking out from full-back. I think this is Jared Stokes rather than Bradley, who's usually done the kick-outs. Palmerston turn it straight over, though. Maybe he can't do everything as Palmerston get it to the hot spot. Here comes Fox, very tight. Throws on the boot, and that's gone through. No.
Hit the post. Just hit the post on the way through, but all of a sudden Palmerston looking a lot more energetic, aren't they, with repeat forward entries?
Yes, they are, and it sort of seems like it's been in their forward 50 the last couple of minutes now. I think what the messaging would be once it does get in there, let's try and keep it in there. Free kicks like that don't necessarily help. They just need to be really tight on their defenders now. Out here with Mealy. Bounces off the forearm of Hucker and over the boundary line. That's probably a win for Palmerston.
Yeah, that's right. It wasn't the tidiest of kicks and made it really hard for Hucker. He tried to pick it up on the half volley and just bounced off his arm over the line. But the stoppage in Palmerston's forward half again.
Kicked high and long. Mark is taken by Frith. Looking for Mensch or heavy contact from Gooey. Frith will have another crack at it, albeit on the run. Now pushes out, looking for Rust.
Yeah, again, just not hitting that target too far out in front, and should have been an easy hit up, kick and mark, and it's out in front and gets over the boundary line instead.
So ball comes in now, pretty much dead centre of the wing. Frith, he's had a few touches early in this third quarter, taken by Riley. He gets a handball out to Deans. Riley got it back, bit of an air swing there. Handball looking for Fletcher, didn't hit him on the full, and he's had to go back and try and do it again. Grubber along the ground looking for Wilson. He can't pick it up either. Finally does as he lost his footing. Wilson on his knees. Maybe an arm over the top there from Gooey. Ball pops out though, umpire's letting it go. And now it's picked up pretty easy, and well done there by Hutchison just to break that scruffle. Wharf there in the back line. Ball pops out over the top. Bremner putting a tackle on now.
Yeah, the ball looks like it's slippery, doesn't it? The ball handling is a problem at the moment, and that, of course, causes packs to form and the play to clog up.
Now comes into to Sean Wright. Big strong tackle there, and we'll have a reset at high half forward, close to the boundary line, heading in the Buffalo's direction. 20-point margin, double their score, 6 goals 440 to 2 goals 820. Scoreboard will say that it's the same amount of scoring shots here as Mark is taken there by Kavanagh.
Well done.
A couple of bounces. Now they've got a run on. This is a bit better from the Magpies. Get it off to a runner. Now it's with Perry Lewis-Smith inside the forward 50, looking into the pocket. Spills out over the top. Ellis, he's moved into the forward line. Put some pressure on, but they just couldn't find a target. Kavanagh already appealing for a deliberate, but the ball has stayed in. So he's got plenty of time to go and collect it. Gets around one opponent. Handball into Frith, back out to Kavanagh. Just pokes it inside the forward 50, and we've got a mark finally in there to Heath Morgan-Morris.
Oh, well done. Well done, the Magpies. Well done, Kavanagh. Just took it on from half-back, didn't he? Ran out, saw some space, kept running into it, used it well. They didn't find the target going inside the first time, but they've persisted here and they've got a chance again.
From the 50-metre arc, that's a really good-looking kick, and he kicks his second. Heath Morgan Morris.
Yeah, kicked a good goal on the run earlier, and that was a good set shot goal. So a bit of reward there for the Magpies as they just persisted out there and kept it in, and some better use of the ball going forward. Thought they might have overdone it a bit here, but they got it to a person who could deliver inside 50, and then they weighted the kick in perfectly, and Morgan Morris hits the scoreboard again. So a goal apiece in the early stages of this third quarter, and Palmerston, who are yet to score back-to-back goals in the match, be hoping that they can get a stoppage from the centre bounce here, but they don't. Atkinson takes it himself and kicks forward.
Wolf with the strong tackle there. Been a bit quieter today. Mind you, his counterpart, Jaden Davey, just keeps picking the ball up there. Another disposal for him out wide to Mensch. And with Davey doing so well down there, I was just thinking maybe there is another role for Wolf if you throw him in the middle or even up forward, just to give him a bit more presence elsewhere around the ground.
Yeah, he's played a bit of football on the wing as well, which could give him some run and drive going forward. But that's a disappointing kick from an experienced player like Mensch, isn't it? Just coughed it up out on the full.
Ball goes long, not quite inside the forward 50. Good defensive mark. I think that might be... No, not Morgan Morris there.
Munich, maybe.
Munich.
No, it was Rust, I think.
Half volley bounced off Sean Wilson's chest. The kick over the top from the Buffaloes is well wide. And another disappointing kick there as we tick to the 13-minute mark of this third term, and a 14-point lead in favour of the Buffaloes. Feels like there's a big opportunity here for the Magpies just to, even though they're down and the scoreline reads pretty disappointingly, it doesn't quite feel like they're playing anywhere near as well as they could. Neither the Buffs, but I think there's room for improvement in this match for the Magpies. The kick goes inside the forward 50 into the pocket. Punch forward there. Hucker went for a kick across goal, bounces in the field of play. So we'll have a boundary throw in.
Yeah, it was always going to be pretty difficult on that angle trying to hook it across, but the next best result, I suppose, is a stoppage boundary throw in deep in their forward area. And Palmerston needing to dig in here and get their hands on the ball and clear it out.
Ball taken straight out of the ruck by Deans, throws it onto the boot. He loves that one. Goal of the night, and he loves the celebration as well, doesn't he, Jake Deans?
Oh, sensational. And yeah, he just powered in from a long way back, didn't he? And took it out of the ruck contest, and was really confident going for that snapshot goal. It was a terrific goal, and it's great to see the big fellas doing things like that. Look at that, he's at full pace going through, no one in his way, and caught it perfectly on the inside of the boot, through for Buffalo's goal. And yeah, I've seen him a couple of times now, both the Deans boys. They've both been good again tonight, but they're really bringing something to this Buffalo's side.
On the left as well, if you don't mind. Yep. Perhaps he's a left footer as well, but that was no mean feat no matter what foot you're kicking with. 15 minutes gone in this third quarter, and again it means the Pies are still yet to go back-to-back. And they restart trial here. Stokes will get it first again. Almost handballed it to himself now to fist it forward. Frith picks it up, back through traffic. Mensch waited for it, should have attacked more. Stokes Tackle as soon as he got it, comes out to Wolf now, who does look like he's moved up the ground a little bit. Mark taken by Frith. Wolf kept running. Frith will keep it inboard. He's got 3 to pick from. Finds the captain in Wilson. It's a good political option for him. Inside the forward 50, and that's a good mark here to Perry Lewis-Smith, whose shirt has stayed tucked in. Stu?
Yeah, a good option from Wilson. He had a couple and saw Lewis-Smith over the top, the longer option, in space, and the kick was good, and all Lewis-Smith had to do was sit and wait for it, basically, and he's got a set shot from directly in front.
Kick has been sprayed wide. Not the result they would have wanted, and opportunities like that haven't been super forthcoming for them tonight. Here is nearly in that back pocket. And to go down the line for Atkinson. Kavanagh waiting at the back, taken by Fox, try to get a handball through. Kavanagh ends up with the ball and just tries to wheel it forward. Morgan Morris puts some pressure on now, so too does Davey. Bounces through and spills out over the boundary line. Gee, young Davey's been happy to have a few fighting words with his opposition tonight, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, and Whalen will come in and give support all the time, of course, but it was good forward pressure from the Magpies that time, and forced the boundary throw in and keeps the ball in their forward half.
Now pops down. Still fighting for the ball. Bradley Stokes has moved up there. Davey taken down without it. He'll earn himself the free kick.
Yeah, made sure it was seen, but it was definitely there, and now he's looking to move it quickly inboard.
Oh, looking for Elijah.
Beautifully worked, and at last another. Well, that's the last couple, but they've hit the targets inside forward 50 and given themselves chances with set shots.
Yes, there's a big emphasis on trying to convert it here, but at least they're starting to find more of those opportunities in this second half. In comes Davey. And there'll be a 50-metre penalty here, so you'd think that's going to be signed, sealed and delivered from young Elijah Davey.
Yeah, just a bit of byplay going on in the goal square while Davey was lining up for goal, and it's gone Palmerston's way. Elijah Davey puts it through, chips it over the goal umpire's head, and they get another one back. So as we were in the second quarter, we've gone goal for goal in this third quarter, and Palmerston's keeping in touch.
I think we've seen most combinations of Davey to Davey so far tonight, but I wonder how often you get Davey to Davey to Davey to Davey. 4 of them out there, Stu. One on half back, one on the wing, one on the forward line, and Elijah sort of floating everywhere, but I think he has been predominantly in that forward line as well. On the bench now, so I don't think it's going to be this play, unfortunately. He's ducking down into the cool room there. He was stretching out his calves a fair bit the last couple of minutes. Now comes to Mensch, gets a handball out. Pies feeling like they've finally entered the game. Oh, that's a big hit from Deans there. Barry Lewis-Smith justly retaliating and then pushes it to Mensch, who can turn and go. Well, he didn't take the mark, so now he has to. Lost his footing, so Stokes picks it. He nearly lost his too, but managed to contain himself and then pushes a kick out there to Hucker.
Yeah, another disappointing opportunity gone missing, but Buffs closed in quickly and wrapped it up, and now chipping around the back half. Oh, that's a shocking kick.
Keane Ellis, finally they get the back-to-back goal.
Through, wow, one of the worst mistakes in trying to switch the ball that you could see. I don't know if he didn't see Ellis there, but the kick couldn't have picked him out any better.
And that margin now at 13 points. Suddenly we have a game on our hands as Hucker's kick backwards to Sean Wright, and he must have completely missed him there. I'm not sure if he was caught perhaps in that little gap between the long centre and the grandstand with a bit of darkness in the background, but he was right there and it just went straight to him.
So a gimme goal there, and just saw it. Nathan Dean's in picture there. He's just had a couple of brain fades in the last couple of minutes. Gave away that 50-metre penalty, then the free kick in the centre square, which has allowed Palmerston back into the match here. Just a 7-point margin.
Jaden Davey off half-back, pushes it out wide to Frith. He goes out wide now, looking for Sean Wilson. Magpies feel like they've got a bit of pep in their step.
They certainly do.
Taking flight now, looking for Mensch, who he's been pretty unclean tonight, hasn't he, Stu?
Yeah, both with hands and with foot, so just needs to tidy that up. Well, that one, he did have to stretch a bit for that one then.
Ping for holding the ball, so it'll be a Buffalo's free kick. Going the way of Humphrey, will have to fetch his own ball. 21.5 gone. Humphrey frustrated. Perhaps at the lack of options downfield, finds one tight, needed to make it stick. There wasn't really much of a gap there. Hutchison gets a handball over the top. Now Morrison, and Ping for holding the ball, so the Magpies turn now. Davey lines up inside the forward 50, double fister from McGregor will go over the boundary line.
Yeah, they can just sense they've got a sniff of it, can't you, that the energy levels have lifted and they're getting repeat forward entries, and we've just had back-to-back goals for the first time in the match, and maybe the tide's turning their way.
Here comes Wilson, handball through to Wharf, just beyond him, gets a handball over the top now, looking for Davey. He snaps on goal, curling back, not enough, just a point. 5 goals, 10.
So just one straight goal the margin, and all of a sudden it's Darwin under plenty of pressure.
Comes through, handballed backwards to Frith. He's had a really, really good third quarter, Frith. Pushes it out wide. And now Barnett kicks it into the corridor. Mensch trying to run back with the flight. Mensch picks it up. Handball to no one really. Whalen tried to put a tackle on. Now Whalen Davey has a snap on goal. And there's a player at fullback all by himself. Ball stays alive. Umpires called for a free kick, I think, and the forward didn't really have many options there. I think he was going to give away a free kick no matter what.
Yeah, just the front on contact was a pretty obvious one. That gets them out of trouble.
Deans kicked a miraculous goal probably about 10 minutes ago now. Kicks it long, hoping for the best. And Jaden Davey, as he has all night, picks it up on half back and looks to come out this side now. Finds Elijah Davey. Now he pushes out to Heath Morgan Morris. Oh, he's nearly going to play on, and Locke was just running in his way. Goes for a kick inside the forward 50. Found a target sitting in second place behind his defender.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be paid.
There'll be a free kick going the way of the Magpies now. Oh, they need to be careful. He's just getting into Barnett. And it looks like it's going to be 50, so we could be all tied up at three-quarter time. Really bubbling over a little bit here. Mealy also having a go in. Kian Ellis. And we have a level game.
Yeah, the ball's gone forward and off of where all the physical action was taking place. Perry Lewis-Smith took the free kick, put it through, and they're really up and about now, the Palmerston Magpies, and they're sensing a real opportunity here. And it's been a terrific third quarter for them, and they've got themselves right back, levelling the scores into time on in the third quarter. So players have eventually sorted themselves out. Normally the best way to do that is to get the game moving and get the ball moving, but with a goal kicked it all stops again. But anyway, they're sorted now and ready to go.
Back to the middle as you're watching AFL NT's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL season live on NT News and Community TV. And another whistle has been blown. Looks like it's going to be a free kick. No, he's saying let's get underway. Maybe trying to reduce any distractions from the game as we do enter three-quarter time with a level playing field. 7-4-46 the Buffaloes playing against the Magpies, 6-10-46, who've worked themselves back into this game, Stu.
They certainly have. 4 goals to 2 in that quarter, including the last 3 goals of the quarter for Palmerston. And you could just sense the enthusiasm, the confidence rise in the Magpies. All of a sudden, they were starting to use the ball a lot better. They were taking the game on and getting the ball out wide, running it forward. And you can even see now they're running into the three-quarter time huddle, because at last in season 2025-26, at three-quarter time, they've got a real opportunity to press forward and come out winners. But on the other hand, you see Philip Wills just steadying his group down, obviously trying to get them to maintain their discipline or regain their discipline and to go again, because really they were the better side for the whole of the first half of the game. But Palmerston up and about. But at three-quarter time here at TIO Stadium, we've got a level ball game. Don't go anywhere. We've got the close one. Come back and see how this pans out in the final quarter after this break. Welcome back to TIO Stadium for the final quarter of this enthralling clash between the Darwin Buffaloes and the Palmerston Magpies. The Magpies fought back in that third quarter, outscoring the Buffaloes by 16 points to level the scores at three-quarter time. It's Indigenous round. We acknowledge all of those Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander players that have just given so much to the game up here in the Northern Territory especially, and we're underway in the final quarter to see who can come out on top.
Yeah, level playing field here, 46 points apiece. Palmerston with a little bit more momentum in their sail as Munich tries to get the handball over the top. Buffalo's working it forward, and it's going to be a free kick going the way. No, it's going to be a ball up, sorry, in the arms of Sam Cunningham. Tapped down there by Deans. Hucker kicks it high into the forward line. Oh. Free kick will be paid for a trip going the way of the Buffaloes, so an early opportunity for them. Will go the way of Williams, who's been pretty quiet tonight, apart from another shot on goal, which was also from a free kick in that second quarter.
Yeah, Chris Williams, the veteran here, I'm sure he'd love to kick the opening goal of this final quarter against his former club.
In he comes, good kick.
Yeah, it was good set shot kick, and they celebrate up in the forward line, and yeah, you could just see as play started from that centre bounce that they'd had some settling words at three-quarter time. They've reset and they came out with a bit of energy, didn't they? And really scrambled the ball forward and got the free kick. And it's Chris Williams who gets the first score on the board in the final quarter. So after the comeback from Palmerston, they find themselves behind again.
And again, an early goal compared to that first quarter. I think it's been early goals in all three of the remaining quarters, making up for that 10-minute lot we had at the start of the game. Ball tapped down. And then Riley gets it through to Stokes, back to his brother in Bradley Stokes, and pushes out to Rice. Goes through the hands there of Riley. Umpire calls for a free kick. Palmerston need to be careful here not to drop discipline, both in terms of, I guess, genuine discipline, but also their structure and their gameplay, which feels like is what is happening at the moment. A little bit too easy for the Buffs at the moment. Deans gets a handball up. Fletcher gets a handball out wide. Only will go as far as Nathan Deans. Kicks it high half forward, close to the boundary line. Inside the forward line they go. And Kavanagh caresses it over the boundary line.
Yeah, I think you're right, Will. They've just been able to have loose players in space, haven't they, going forward, and Palmerston just looking all around the place, not locking down. So, but a good intercept effort that time from Kavanagh to stop another forward entry from Darwin.
Magpies on the back foot here. Kavanagh will nearly put too much pressure on. Mensch, can he lift his game in this last quarter? That kick will find itself going straight back over his head. Bremner needs to put some fight up there. Or Locke tried to hack it off the ground there, but he miskicked it. Handball will come out now. And it's almost try-style taken over that defensive boundary line by Dowsett.
Yeah, the Magpies defence under all sorts of pressure at the moment. They just need to get some possession where they can chip it around a bit and settle things down, because they're under siege at the moment.
Ball goes over the top. And then it's just whacked out there. Maybe an opportunity for the Magpies if they can get a lucky bounce here. It's like Davy's been moved into the forward line. It's Jaden Davey who's been instrumental off half back. And the Buffaloes push it to high half forward. They break the 50-metre line through right. Has a shot on goal. The umpire doesn't move. And they have a 12-point buffer.
Yeah, again, it's just opened up for Darwin there as Palmerston hacked it out of defence. All their players were pushed up and Darwin had the numbers to sort it out, and then to Sean Wright, just once he found himself in a bit of space, just really took it on, sprinted forward, settled and kicked a long goal. So a terrific finish here. You see, runs inside 50 and backed himself to score from long range and did exactly that.
So Magpies suddenly on the back foot. They did so much heavy lifting in the back half of that third quarter. They wouldn't want it to go to waste now. Stokes running back through traffic, pushes out wide. Where's the opposing wingman? Just has free rein on that side. Does Blake Morrison. Gets it inboard now. Haven't been super clean. Magpies need to make them pay. Mensch gets it to the run of Davey, and he gets it to the handball of Fletcher. Now out to Elijah Davey. Gets a kick forward. Oh, big body contact there. And it's going to be a free kick being paid to the Buffaloes. I don't think he was eyeing the ball. I think that's how it'll be paid. Now he's pushed out to Bradley Stokes on the back flank. Not a heap of options to go for. He's going to go long to the big fella in Deans and in Lock, but there's a few Magpies there, or Dean's there to Crum, gets it back to Hucker, he pushes it out to Lock, who kept moving. He'll push back and then open up the angle, kicking into the pocket. Oh, and Mark not taken there. Thought Russ nearly was taken high there. Mensch gets a handball back inboard, and then I think it's come from Dowsett as well. Hacked off the ground there by Mensch. Russ taken without it. Handball will come away. Now Mensch is breaking through. They really aren't making this easy for themselves, are they?
Just missing handball targets.
Now comes Kavanagh. He'll pick it up. No, he won't. He'll just try and get it off there to Dowsett. Goes back to Kavanagh. Back to the top of their defensive goals. And then it kicked out again by Rust. Mensch can't take a mark. No one can do anything right here, Stu. Paddled back inboard. Stokes can't pick it up. Riley, he's trying to have an impact. Now comes to Stokes. He'll have a snap on goal. Can he do something? He can, but it's only a behind.
Wow, what a passage of play. Just every possession was fumbled, every kick missed targets. We just need to settle a bit here now. Both sides, really, and just get some control.
Kavanagh pushes over the top to Davey. He gives it off to Kavanagh again, who handballs it a long way and had to get him on the half volley. Almost put him under pressure. Now Bremner, he's dropped it. Deans keeps it alive, tries to break through. Ball comes over the boundary line. Davey and Wharf, two of their back half dynamos, waiting on the interchange bench to come back on. Don't think they'd like that from the coach's box.
No, Cohen Frith down there too, who had plenty of the footy in the third quarter.
Ball kicked out there by McBean, just trying to gain ground. And then Locke, he does the same thing. Gets it more laterally. Oh, here comes Williams, slips over his own feet. Perhaps that age and experience denies him the agility he once had, Stu.
Yeah. Yeah, I think even Chris would agree that his best football is probably behind him. But he's out there still playing Premier League football, so credit to him.
Warner, he tried to just shoot it off. And now Mealy. A 13-point margin here. Magpies haven't been in a position this close in many of their games so far this year, this late in it. Here comes Mensch. A bit hesitant there, but he eventually picks it up and just kicks it forward looking for Waylon Davey. Ellis, oh, he couldn't take the mark, bounces off his chest. Here come the Magpies. So we have a foot race on. It's the ageing Wilson, the captain, against Nathan Deans, who's yet to really fight. It'll be Deans who gets there first. Couldn't take it cleanly. Maybe playing for the free kick, and he's earned it. Unsure if that was how anyone wanted that race to finish.
Yeah, that's right. It was just a little grab, wasn't it? But another day it might have been let go. But his kick's wide. Stokes with some work to do. That's gone out of bounds. How will the umpires see this? No.
Ooh, boundary throw in.
Free kick next season.
It will be. Absolutely it will. They're going to make the most of it while they can, I think, here, Stu.
Yeah, that's right.
Ball comes in. Tap down. Stokes trying to wrestle with Perry Lewis Smith, tight on the boundary line, and the boundary line is the ultimate winner there, although there's been a whistle blown. It'll be a free kick going the way of the Buffaloes. I'm not sure how that one is seen as deliberate. Maybe there was something else untoward, a bit too much of a hold as well. Stokes pushed it down the line, intercepted by Mensch. Gets a handball forward, and then a kick goes around the corner, bounces top of the 50, bounces through, goes through Ellis's hands. Davey finds himself in the forward line in this last quarter, as we know, and the kick comes out, can be settled by Leon Connop. Pushes it out wide to Humphrey. Safe hands. Again, just trying to direct the traffic up forward. Told to move on. Down the line he goes. Comes off chest. Magpies with an opportunity here. Run down. Ping for holding the ball. I thought he nearly got a touch on that one too, but the umpire said it wasn't to be. Nearly in the centre of the ground, pushed it to the forward flank. That'll go to Kavanagh. He'll be instrumental in this last 10 minutes. Now with Mensch. Time's soon going to become of the essence as well, Stu. They can't keep pressing. They need to score. Mark taken.
This is better. Get wheel around, get it in quickly.
Inside the forward 50 he goes to no one in particular. Waylon Davey wraps him up. Elijah Davey, or Davey of the Waylon variety, kept running. There's too many of them out there. And I think Jaden's potentially going to get on the end of it here. No, they went backwards instead. Now it'll come back to Elijah Davey. He'll play on and go. He's got Lock in hot pursuit, but he'll go to Jaden Davey at full forward. Goes through his hands, but he kept his feet. Sockers it through.
Yeah.
And reduces the margin.
Well done, well done. They, again, when they got it out in space on this side and moved the ball quickly, Davey was over the top by himself for a while, and Nathan Deans worked hard to get back there. Davey kept his composure in the contest, and when the ball went to ground and kicked off the ground in the goal square, and I wasn't sure about the move forward, but looks like it may pay off. It just gives them a spark there, but maybe as in the third quarter, scoring that goal will just give them a bit of confidence and get a bit of energy into them again. But the last couple of minutes it's been a lot better. Baxter Mensch is working hard around the ground, but he's had a pretty dirty night really as far as his skills go, but the last couple have been pretty good. So for Palmerston's sake, let's hope he can continue.
Here he goes, another centre clearance for him. Came off the feet there of Jordan Rosengram, which I don't think he would have liked, but they've kept it in their forward half. Or gee, Wilson may be unlucky there. At centre half back, the ball hits grass, bounces. Williams has a fist out, very clever. Here comes Callum Hutchison looking for the goals. It's offline, and then it'll just have to be kicked out there to Wharf. He can't take it cleanly. He's got Lock in hot pursuit. He's got Mensch downfield if he can get it to him. He has support. He just needs to win the contest, and the umpire will ensure that happens through a whistle. Plenty of Magpies here. They need to keep going. They just seem to stagnate, and that was a great opportunity for them. Kavanagh bounces off his chest. Mensch, he gets it there, front and centre, gets it inboard. Now they move inside the forward 50. just to the top of it. Couldn't be marked there. Handball will come through to Waylon Davey. Handballs it to Grass. Pushed off the ball. Umpires let it go. Run down by Davey. Got a kick away just in the nick of time. And Gooey drops it. He hits the deck. Oh, and then he gets Wharf high. Wharf needs to be careful here. He thought about retaliating. Instead, he realised the game was at hand. His kick to Mensch was touched. He pushes it across. That's a great lead out there. And they keep going. Wilson takes the mark inside the forward 50 with a chance to score a captain's goal.
Well, this is some of the best footy they've played for the match and probably for the season, because they're willing to take it on, and it's not always the cleanest, but they're having a crack and now starting to find players in space, and this is an important kick for the captain.
What can Wilson do? He gets very close to the man on the mark, but it's straight and it's through. The margin is back to 1 point. And that is a captain's goal.
It certainly is, and I was just thinking a couple of minutes ago that Darwin had come out after three-quarter time and controlled the game really, but that enthusiasm and energy level is lifted from Palmerston, and they've managed to just keep having a crack, and it looked like that they've moved Kavanagh forward as well to just give them a target up forward. So it's an interesting move. Mark Tyrrell just rolling the dice and wants to win the game, not try to win it from the back half and give themselves the best opportunity up forward.
Yeah, they're going with not necessarily a Hail Mary just yet, but as you said, they're going to roll the dice here. They're going to go for the win. Ball is worked forward. Gee, that was a dangerous effort, but it'll pay off for the Magpies as they go forward again.
Oh, well.
Good defensive mark. No, goes through his hands. Kavanagh just fists it forward. Davey finds himself at the back. Oh, taken high nearly. The Magpies fans thought so. Ball still alive though. Bradley Stokes gets it out. Wilson now trying to paddle it as well. Whistle blown. Ping for holding the ball. And it'll be a free kick going the way of the Magpies in the hands of Heath Morgan Morris, who he probably got them back into the game, Stu.
Yeah, we've seen he's kicked those couple of goals tonight and looked every inch a goal kicker, didn't he? So probably couldn't be in better hands at this stage.
Heath Morgan Morris. This would put them in rare air as far as their season's concerned. That's a goal.
Wow.
And the Magpies fans love it. 5 points they lead by.
Yeah, well, as I said, he kicked those earlier couple of goals and looked like he knew exactly what he was doing. He was calm under pressure that time, won himself the free kick. As we see the replay here, this would be some sort of replay. It could have almost been a free kick there, you would have thought, but play went on, and Morgan Morris got himself the free kick as the ball slipped out in the tackle, and his set shot goal never looked like missing, straight as a die, and he's got 3 for the game, and he's certainly been an important cog up forward for them, and they rolled the dice and got themselves back in front.
Can they keep building from here? Hucker is wrapped up straight away, looking to give it off to Stokes, and then Perry Lewis-Smith looks like his jumper's finally been untucked as he puts some pressure on. Now Bremner, or Gooey ends up, Hucker here, he comes again. He kicked a really good goal earlier. That one's going towards, it's just hit the post at the top. Through for a point. 4 points the margin here. That makes it a little bit harder for the draw to be the winner tonight, Stu.
Yeah, we don't want to draw anyway.
Already had 4 of them last weekend.
Yeah, that's right.
Ball kick to the top of the goal square for the Buffs, and there's a free kick being paid the way of the Buffs. It'll be in the hands of Jesse Warner, who I think kicked the first goal of the match.
Yeah, he did. And this is a pretty easy assignment, you would think. 20 metres out, pretty much directly in front. So, chance for Buffaloes to snatch the lead back as the clock ticks towards time on in this final quarter.
Don't dismiss the weight of pressure here, Stu. Big kick coming up for Warner. Giving himself a big run up, a lot of space around him. Kicks truly. Pressure, no trouble for him.
Yeah, so after Palmerston had kicked the previous 3 goals to get themselves in front, they Darwin have taken it forward, got themselves a free kick, and Warner, pretty calm under the pressure, kicks the goal, his second for the game after kicking the first of the match, as Will said. And we go back into the middle. The clock ticks. We're just about at time on, about a minute out. And what have we had? 6 goals in this quarter, 3 goals apiece. And this centre clearance, all important.
You're watching AFL NT's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL season live on NT News and Community TV. And the Magpies with a golden opportunity for their first win of the season. For the Buffs, they are in pole position to restart their season as we get into the second half of season 25-26. Who dares wins here, you would think. Hit out one by the Buffaloes. Mensch, he's been instrumental. He knows he's having a scrappy night, but he just needs to keep winning the ball and working it forward. Oh, big strong tackle there from Fletcher. It'll be a free kick for high contact onto Sean Wright. We've had 5 goals already. We've had 6 goals already in this quarter, so you imagine a few more minutes of time on here. Down the line they go on that far side. Comes off Kavanagh's fist. Stokes, he pushes it inside the forward 50. Good lead. Oh, couldn't take it. Wharf will pick it up. Gets through one. Builds from half back. Looking out wide. Heath Morgan-Morris takes the mark. No, he doesn't. Picks it up. He needs to try and work something out here. Goes back. Morgan-Morris will get it back again. Hucker. That's exactly what he was confronted with as soon as he took possession. That's got to be a boundary throw in. It is.
It is, yeah. Just again, a little fumble, and that allows the defenders to close in. And that time they managed to get it over the boundary line, and boundary throw in just forward of centre wing for the Magpies. But again, the clearance from this stoppage crucial.
Over the back, it was won by the Magpies and it's worked forward. Stokes picks it up though, comes off the hip of his teammate there in Sambono. Humphrey over the top of the ball. Whistle blown, will be a free kick going to Humphrey, I think. Was just pushed as he went for the ball. Delicate position here for the Buffaloes. Told to move. And he just goes long and wide. That's the game plan at this point in time. Clears the pack and over the boundary line. Buffs will be happy with that.
Yeah,
it's a win for them.
Another stoppage, this time right out on the centre wing. There's a player on the ground out there. Looks like it might be Dowsett. Looks to be in a bit of pain, but he's up now, but not moving very freely.
One there by Stokes, then gets it out to Jared Stokes, the captain. It goes inside 50, beautiful lead. And Warner has a chance to seal this game.
Yeah, it's Jared Stokes. The quality shines through in the pressure moments, doesn't it? And he just burst out of that pack, and as he has done numerous times tonight and many times over his career, delivered beautifully inside forward 50, hits the target, and apart from getting a shot at goal, a chance to wind the clock down a bit.
Take his full allotted time here, and he comes outside the paint. Looks like it has the legs. Stays alive and taken through by Frith. He'll look to move on as quick as he can. Pushes it out into the pocket. Not sure if he looked too far down the field because there wasn't really any Magpies, any big Magpies down the line, and he just blazed away. That's not the kick. Nathan Deans takes the mark at the back, just picks up the junk ball.
Yeah, they had about 6 on 2 here, didn't they? And Deans in the right position. It's had a mixed night, Deans. Played pretty well, but just had a couple of brain fades.
Down the line he goes. Marked. No, not marked. Play on. Ellis just kicks it high. And again, dropped the mark there. Bit of pressure on him. Mensch runs him down. Is that pinged? It's got to be.
It's going to be a ball up, I think.
Clock now becoming a problem for the Pies. You'd think they probably need to win this clearance and work it down the field pretty quickly. Taken by Kavanagh. He's done the first part, won the clearance. They can't get possession. Nearly got it then. They had a runner on. Paddled forward. Davey trying to get involved. Tackle comes there from Barnett. And there'll be a free kick going the Magpies' way. Is this the last roll of the dice? Is this the Hail Mary? Down the line he goes. Looking for Davey. Ball goes out of the boundary line.
Oh, well done by McGregor. Just, yeah, there's a siren goes, but McGregor in cover defence there. Ran off his direct opponent to get involved in that contest to make sure that there was a stoppage. But, well, it's been some game of football, Will. Not the cleanest skills and not the tidiest at times, but gee, as far as a contest goes, we couldn't have asked for any better. And Palmerston just distraught really all over the ground. They got their noses in front again in that last quarter, but the Buffaloes were good enough to steady and score the last goal of the game to run out winners by 3 points. But yeah, it's been an entertaining game for the crowd that's come in.
Yeah, look, it was a fantastic effort from Palmerston, back against the wall all season, particularly after that first half where they looked pretty woeful to be frank, and only a couple of goals, only a couple of scoring shots. And to work themselves back into the game was a massive effort, to work themselves back in front in what we thought was probably a winning position as well. But unfortunately for them, they weren't able to walk away with the 4 points tonight. Down the other end of the field, it probably still gives the Buffaloes a sniff at the top 5. They probably need a lot to go their way still in this season, but they would be very happy with that win. And as it sort of propelled them early in the season, if they can get a couple of wins off the back of this one, they'll be in a pretty good position.
Yeah, that's right. And just going through the leading goal scorers, there was Lachlan Riley kicked 2, Jesse Warner 2, and Chris Williams 2 for the Buffaloes. And for Palmerston, Heath Morgan Morris with 3 was their major goal scorer. The rest were singles. Players that stood out for you, Will?
I think Jaden Davey probably best on ground. In that first half, he was just picking up everything off half-back, and even in that third quarter as well. He nearly became the hero in that last quarter with a move to the forward line, a goal and an opportunity, or a few opportunities to try and create a shot on goal. Unfortunately, wasn't to be for him. I thought he was best. Heath Morgan Morris also for Palmerston, really influential and worked them back into the game. For the victors and for the Darwin Buffaloes, as per usual, Jared Stokes and Bradley Stokes were really good. Also really liked the game of Isaac Hucker, particularly when he was involved. He probably didn't have the highest disposals on the ground, but I thought a lot of what he did was good. And also in ruck, Jake Deans, I thought, with goal of the night as well. He worked hard all day.
Yeah, pretty good summary there. Nathan Deans had a bit of it, and Liam Kavanagh, of course, for Palmerston was pretty good in his first game for the club. And yeah, disappointing finish for Palmerston. Buffaloes will celebrate their 3rd win of the season, and as you said, keeps their season alive as far as finals are concerned. But it's been a great contest. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage, our coverage of the NTFL's Indigenous round, and it continues tomorrow with 1 game remaining in both the Women's and Men's Premier League out at Tracy Village, with Wanderers playing host to the Pint Football Club. But here at TIO Stadium tonight, it's been an enthralling contest which has seen the Darwin Buffaloes come out on top by 3 points. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage, and look forward to next time we're on air.